I don't know if you guys are the type as me, but Shorty be making bops, okay? I tried Santa school. I'm hyped for this one because I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know you could go to Santa Claus school. What?
We all know there is only one Santa, and he lives in the North Pole. But even Santa needs help. And so, every year, 300 of Santa's cousins from all around the globe travel to Midland, Michigan to attend the Charles W. Howard Santa School. And this year, so am I. I have 3 days to learn everything from toy making, sleigh riding, Merry Christmas, to beard hygiene.
Santa Claus means looking, sounding, and smelling the part.
To reindeer handling. Because for my final challenge, I will be going through 8 hours of special effects makeup to fully transform into Santa for a of the world's toughest critics. Children.
No, what? No, how they get that? No, how they do this? How they do this? That's so fun. That's so fun.
I'm so excited! Today we are going to the International Santa School. This place is known as the Harvard of Santa Claus schools, implying apparently there are many and this one is the best one. And as it turns out, most professional Santas end up training at one of a handful of Santa schools. But the oldest and most prestigious of those schools is the Charles W. Howard Santa School.
Oh my God,
there's a Santa! It's our first Santa sighting. He has a medal. Oh, look, do you see them inside the registration? Ah! I love Christmas.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love came to me.
Wow. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good morning.
So you'll have a lanyard in there, a name tag.
Amazing. They are literally serving cookies and milk at 9 a.m. because that's what Santa eats. Follow the big man's lead. I feel so intimidated. It's like making a lunch table to sit at in high school, but everyone's cool and they all look the same. Who looks like the friendliest Santa? Well, they all have to be friendly, right?
Literally, any table is probably best.
Santa's gonna be nice. Okay. Excuse me, can I sit here with you guys? I'm Michelle.
I'm Santa Johnny.
How long have you been coming here?
This is my 4th year.
Wow. I noticed in the schedule there's a section where we're going to learn how to handle difficult questions from kids.
Oh, yes. But then there's the fun question.
What are the fun questions?
How do the reindeer fly? Don't tell anybody. They fly starlight and moonbeams.
That's so fun! We were then filed into the auditorium to hear from Mr. Tom Valent, the dean of the school himself.
Tom's credentials are unparalleled in educational circle. A student at the school for 14 years, he plays Santa locally, built this lavish Santa house, and when he comes home from work, walks not the dog, but his reindeer.
You can't teach anyone all the techniques to be Santa in 3 days, but you can build their spirit. And if you build their spirit, they're gonna last a lifetime.
And joining him in promoting the true spirit of Christmas is his very own Mrs. Claus.
This is like the definition of living out your fucking dreams, bro. This is like the definition, dude. Oh my God.
Legends.
Santa cousins, thank you for coming to.
I'm out of water. I'm trash. 2 seconds. All right, let's hop back in, baby.
To Midland.
Our goal is to give you the tools and confidence to be the best Santas and Mrs. Santas the world has to offer. And that when you go someplace, you leave a little bit of sparkle everywhere you go.
In this Santa school, we teach the heart of Santa and we teach the spirit of Christmas. They're all probably going to be good Santas if they learn to keep that loving, giving spirit.
And after a welcome from Tom and Holly, we began our first Santa warm-up for the lessons ahead. 7 Santas sing silly songs.
That was so jolly. 7 Santas sing silly songs. 7 Santas
sing silly songs.
So let's warm up the muscles in our face. So let's make a lion face big and bold. And then lemon face is small as you can make.
Well, I said hopefully.
Lemon face. Ho, ho, ho first with joy, happiness. A surprise. Let's show interest with that same 3 syllables.
Thank these gentlemen for doing such a wonderful job.
I don't want to horse open sleigh. All the way.
All the Santas were then packed into buses, where I met Santa Michael, who agreed to guide me in my first official Santa lesson.
Come on, Michael!
This is Santa's Wonderful Workshop.
Oh.
This is where we get an opportunity to experience what it's like to make toys at the North Pole.
It's so loud in here. Everyone is hammering away.
So what we're building is a toy box.
Oh, cool.
That's like the staple. That's what you see everybody building in the movies, dude.
Am I doing this right?
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh my god, I think I messed up. Oh my god, it's gonna come out the side. I gotta start over.
That's all right. Well, you know, sometimes making toys is difficult, and we have to keep trying.
Hard.
Please tell me you got that. She smashed her finger.
We want them to have tangible experiences so they can answer the children's questions. If you get to go in the workshop and make toys, when they ask you what's it like at the North Pole, you can explain away.
Now I know it's.
So it's like you actually get the experience and shit. That's so fun.
For each toy.
So when you get that toy at Christmas and it's perfect and everybody's happy, but the elves have been making it for a long time, so.
Yay!
Yay!
I did it right this time.
There you go, see? You made a toolbox.
That's so fucking cute.
I did.
And it's wonderful.
Thank you. Is it time
works.
for flight school?
We can go to flight school.
While the tangible experience of working in Santa's workshop is good basic knowledge for mall Santas and party Santas, I was excited to level up and learn about being a parade Santa, which is one of the biggest gigs a Santa can get.
What should I do when I
Let's
get
talk
up
about the
there?
money too. I want to know how much they make. Is it volunteer only?
It was the night before Christmas.
All the other ones too. And Rudolph. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Oh,
Merry Christmas to all and to all.
Such good voice.
No, he's good.
Booming voice.
He's good.
It's a
He's
little
good.
intimidating to go up there in front of all of these big men with beautiful booming voices, and then there's me. But I want to do Santa justice, so I'm going to give him my all when I get up there.
Ah, dude, she's so good at just trying,
Climb
bro.
right up to
Like,
the sleigh.
I fucking love it, bro, because I would be so scared, so nervous.
Just be careful. Well, just take it all in. Look down. Now, what I want you to do is go ahead and grab the reins here.
Whoa.
Now, remember, you want to make sure that you keep them in close, and you want to alternate a little bit. Go ahead. Now, you see, now you feel the tension, right?
Yes.
So now all of a sudden you're coming in. And you got the wind coming out, you're making your landing, and you want to make your grand appearance.
The little tongue,
here,
the tongue
put
at the
reins
top
in
of the
one
mouth.
hand, grab your bell ring, and yell. And yell from the top of the wall, on Dasher,
On Blesser, on Comet and Cupid, on Donald, on Blitzen. Ring the bells, ring the bells!
When I first heard we were doing these things, I didn't really understand why. Obviously, it's fun, but like, what are you actually learning? And what I'm realizing now is that it's important to have those real experiences so that when kids ask you about it, you have a real memory to draw upon.
Yeah, like you don't have to just make it up.
I think that deserves a license.
That was so fun!
Passed, I'm so happy.
I can slay?
I just love how supportive everyone is.
Yay! So, Mr. Valent, Tom, he seems to be like the head honcho Santa. Is that what everyone's striving for?
I think everybody's Santa's a little individual. He's not a like a commercial Santa. When you think of Coca-Cola, you know, and all the big, there's a few of them, and Michael is in here some places. I mean, he's Santa 100% of the time.
24/7.
Amazing.
Wow. The boy is incredible.
But he does work for Coca-Cola. He's in this
The
group.
Coca-Cola Santa is here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, from like the Super Bowl commercials? Oh my God.
Hi, Michelle.
Let's get a hug from Santa.
How are you? Merry Christmas to you.
If I saw that nigga in public, he better fucking take my goddamn Christmas list. Oh my God. Y'all, he looks the part. He looks the part. He looks the part. Oh my God, I'd see him in public. I'd be on my best behavior. Oh my God. It's literally Santa Claus. It's literally Santa. I might think he's balding a little bit, but holy hell, it's Santa Claus. It's
Chris was just
Santa.
saying that you are the Coca-Cola Santa.
Well, Coke has hired a lot of Santas. I have done stuff for Coca-Cola, so it was a wonderful experience.
Oh my God!
Wow. What inspired you to want to be Santa?
Oh, I'm a retired middle school teacher, and I had a dream one night. And in my dream, I was in a hospital dressed as Santa over a little girl on a hospital bed. And I simply just reached down and tapped her hand and said, "It's going to be okay, honey. Santa's here." And I woke up, and it was like, we should do that. Sharing love and joy and caring for one another. Those are all the things that I got into education for and absolutely loved it. And so now I'm doing it as Santa.
My Santa is alive because of what he's taught me.
Do you have a niece or a nephew at home? I'm going to give you an example of what I do all the time. And so what's the name of the person?
Tommy and Maddie, my half-sister and brother-in-law. It's Garrett,
Tommy and Maddie.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready? Hello, Tommy, Maddie, it's me, Santa. Oh my, I'm having such a great time. I'm in Midland, Michigan.
I would have melted!
Special for you this year. You're going to love it. I can't wait to bring it to you. Oh, Merry Christmas, the two of you. Very Merry Christmas.
Nah, it's so much
60 seconds. Those kids will watch that over and over and over again.
Oh, that's amazing.
So there you go. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, bro, imagine getting that message, bro. What?
What does it mean to be Santa Claus? Well, to be Santa Claus in the professional sense means looking, sounding, and smelling the part. Before I wore the white beard, I wore the pointy ears. It wasn't my true desire, though. And as badly as I wanted to be Santa Claus, I chose instead to be an elf because I didn't think I had what it took to be the big guy. But I still had a suit. I just knew that I could not deny my dreams any longer. So I packed up my elf stuff for good, and I traded it all in to become Santa Claus. Being Santa Claus means being a source of comfort and a bringer of love, kindness, hope, and heartfelt memories. That is a memory that they will carry with them in their hearts for the rest of their lives. And it makes me even more honored to wear the red suit and to know that I am a member of the Santa Claus family. I'm coming back next year!
Santa Lee helped me realize that putting on the red suit means spreading joy to all children.
This is literally
And
the
that
cutest
means
thing I've
all
ever seen in my life.
Want what for Christmas? What? Merry Christmas. We're happy. Christmas, because Merry means happy.
Merry Christmas. But I can only learn so much from theory. If I've learned anything from Challenge Accepted, it's the importance of trial by fire. And so to better prepare for my final challenge, both Santa Michaels agreed to roleplay as children to test my very first attempt at donning the red suit.
This is the scariest thing. This is the scariest thing in the world. You can do this right here. You can do anything in the world. Anything in the world. This is scary. This is some of the scariest. What? For Santa Michael? Let's prepare for greatness. Oh my God.
Suit.
worried this is gonna sell?
Obviously. Look at me. So, Michael and Michael, aka the Kringle brothers, who have Santed for Coca-Cola, are going to give... This is my first time fully donned in the Santa gear to present my Santa to two of the most iconic Santas of all time, Michael and Michael. Here we go. Ho, 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 ho.
It's Santa!
Is that Michael and Michael the Kringle brothers?
Oh, how wonderful you are.
Have you been good, Michael?
Yes,
I know the answer, but I want to hear it from you.
Yes, I've been doing my best, Santa.
Oh, your mother must be so proud of you, Michael. So, Michael, too, what would you like for Christmas this year?
I would love some brand new Legos. I saw these Legos that make a sleigh like you come in. I want those.
Oh, wow. A Lego set of my very sleigh.
Of my sleigh?
Now, I know there are limited edition sets of my collaboration with them. However, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, Santa.
At the minimum, you can know that on Christmas Eve, my sleigh will be flying right above your house.
That would be awesome.
That was so stressful. Can I just say that?
Really, was it?
Because you guys are pinnacle Santas. And this is amateur Santa. Like, I should have seen you guys after I have gone through the full school. So what's your assessment?
I guess a couple things I'll say with this. One, to smooth your outfit out. We'll talk physical things a little bit.
Yes,
we'll
please.
smooth that out. Your buckle is offset.
Oh, no.
Your pillow looks like it's, well, yes.
The hat's a different material than the coat.
Oh, my God.
You have a lighter red on top with more of a burgundy on the pants and the jacket itself.
Okay.
The boots, love the boots, but when you come in, what'd you say to maybe tuck them in? The beard, even though that's the first one that I started off with, how did you secure the mustache on?
With the microphone tape.
Okay. That's why it's falling.
No, I'm sorry.
It's sitting like this and that mustache comes down so low, you can't see your mouth. So it's like you're talking to a roar, and some children would be afraid of that.
Oh my gosh, I'm already scaring children.
No. Remember, we're...
Oh my God, I would have been, I don't know. I don't think I could have took this. I don't think I could have took it. I couldn't have took it. Oh my God. I couldn't have took the critique. Oh my God, they're so nice about it, and I still would have cried. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't do you justice, King. Oh no. Whoever made me put on this microphone tape is getting fired. Getting fucking fired, nigga. Microphone tape? Like, who the fuck? I'll spit everywhere. I would have cried, bro.
We're talking polish. We're not talking heart. The most important thing
I disappointed
you
you,
had
Santa.
down in your heart.
It was so great to hear their feedback. Obviously, there's a lot to improve on. There's a lot of emphasis on character and backstory and improvisation.
And then my other hint to you is, remember, you already know us. You know, Santa knows children already, so when you come in going, oh my, look at the two of you. Oh, I think you're taller this year. Yes, you must be eating well. I'm so proud to see you growing. In other words, I haven't given any fact.
Bro,
but I've made it.
Why is he so good? It sounds so, it literally sounds like I'm talking like Santa. It sounds like I'm talking to Santa, nigga.
Very personal. Oh, he knows me. You know what I mean? So,
nigga, how you know I got taller? How you know? You know what I'm saying? I'm 6'5" now. I was 6'4" last year. See, only Santa would know that. You know what I mean?
some of those generic framing as you're coming in and working on it is there. Heart's there. Now we can just move into a little bit more personal, a little bit more intimate. Anytime you're feeling frustrated, we all go through that, all of us. I want you to pick up this coin.
I would never lie to Santa.
The joy that you're doing. And every once in a while, when you need that reminder, right, I'm spreading joy, and you just look at that coin and you keep going.
You guys are the best. The best.
Powder melted. First of all, whoever's idea it was for the little Lego advent calendar or whatever that is, oh my god, who makes these videos? Who makes these videos? It's my heart, my whole heart.
With my final challenge on the horizon, I was excited to finally see Tom and Holly give a live demonstration to see how the best of the best handle real children.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, boys and girls! Oh my God.
My name is Holly Valent, and I am the assistant to Santa Claus. I'm also the president of the Santa Claus School. I was born December 22nd. As a little girl, my name was Holly. I never liked it because it was a strange name.
How many been real good this year?
Oh my God, look at Mama Claus. Look at the fucking feet. Look at the feet. Oh, I want to be a kid again.
That's all of them. That's a good sight.
You have to have an imagination to have wonder. Children always need reassurance that there's hope and love and joy in the world. How many feet does she have? 4. Oh, 4. That's a lot. Ooh, but you've been so good, Adeline. So good.
Thanks for being
Santa
a
will
good
come
girl.
visit you on Christmas, all right? Christmas Eve. Okay,
for
he'll
coming.
be there. Mrs. Claus is something that's really needed in the world today.
I mean, Mrs. Claus is so important. We found out if
So
I let Holly
important,
take the
bro.
lead, things work good.
Why do the ears point?
The pointed ears.
Oh, why do the elves have pointed ears?
They need good ears to hear in case they're checking on us.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Kids are tough. They ask hard questions. One of the most surprisingly difficult parts of this challenge has been needing to have such a deep knowledge of Santa Claus lore in order to
Said Pope Santa? When the fuck? When did that drop?
This challenge has been needing to have such a deep knowledge of Santa Claus lore in order to answer the wide spectrum of questions kids might ask. And sometimes, children can ask some pretty bizarre and hyper-specific questions. And so to properly arm myself for the final challenge, I knew I had to bring in the
Turn
big
into a
guns.
Santa
I
iceberg
was able to
video?
convince
What?
Holly Valent herself to grill me with her hardest questions. But this time I was inspired to try not Santa, but Mrs. Claus.
Oh my goodness. That's so cool. Oh, is that a Miss Holly? You are so much bigger this year.
Thank you.
Oh, you bitch.
How are you doing?
Wonderful. Where's Santa right now?
Well, Santa's preparing all of the toys.
Can you come on the sleigh with him on Christmas Eve?
Well, this year I'll have to stay home taking care of the elves.
What's your favorite reindeer then?
Well, I can't pick favorites,
That's
but Rudolph does have that nose. That's just so fun.
Is it hot when you touch it?
His nose?
Yes.
Well,
And do you ever see the northern lights when you fly?
oh, the Northern Lights. It's my favorite part of living at the North Pole.
I would like to go someday. Could you take me?
Well, unfortunately, there are too many elves at the North Pole. We're having an overpopulation problem.
Oh my God.
So we can't fit any more children. But
Listen here, Donald Trump.
if you close your eyes, hold my hands, and just imagine the cold of the North Pole, the jingle bells, and the lights in the sky. Do you see it?
I do. I feel it.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Oh,
Oh. Bernard the elf is chatting in my ear. He's saying it's time for me to go back to the North Pole.
thank you.
There's too much to handle, and you know, Santa can't do it all himself.
Oh.
He needs a Mrs. Claus.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you next year.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Claus. Bye-bye.
Okay.
You're
That
a
was
natural.
so fun.
You're such a natural. Oh my gosh.
How did I do? Give it to me straight.
Those are tough questions to answer.
Well,
Hella
you
tough.
threw me when you asked if Rudolph's nose was hot. Because now I was like, whatever I say is canonizing the lore
exactly.
of my Claus universe.
That's true. That's one of those trick questions. Another hard one. You know, my papa is dying, and you have to, like, you know, swallow and try to act like it's okay. And also they'll ask for their mom to get out of jail. And of course, Tom gets these tears in his eyes and gets choked up. You know, it's just really good to have a good heart and have love for children and adults. And I know you have that, Michelle. I don't know you well, but I know you do.
Thank you.
After playing Mrs. Claus, I actually felt quite drawn to the character's warmth, kindness, and maternal energy. And honestly, as a kid, I remember there were a few times I was actually afraid of Santa. But Mrs. Claus made me feel more comfortable. And this is something I was excited. But Mrs. Claus made me feel more.
Kind of fucking.
Times I was actually afraid of Santa.
Oh, hell no. Oh my God. Oh my.
But Mrs. Claus made me feel more comfortable. And this is something I was excited to learn how to offer to kids.
What do you do
like the
if
elves
the kids
were
are
out here
nervous
murdering
or
kids?
scared to speak up at all?
You have to bridge to them. You have to physically get close to them.
If you can get down to their level,
Yes,
so that you're not
very
looming
important.
over them, that helps as well.
Because Santa can be really scary.
If you get a nervous child, they have a choice to go to Santa or Mrs. Claus. Good chance they're going to go to Mrs. Claus.
So I'm thinking that for my Claus portrayal, I'm actually going to pivot to portraying Mrs. Claus.
Michelle, she's
I
very
like
young
that.
compared to a lot of the Mrs. Santas. She's going to have to figure out a way to age herself a little bit.
One little boy came up to me and he said, "Are you Santa's daughter?" You might have that.
I have no idea how we're going to
I'm like,
believe
no, actually, it was an arranged marriage.
pull off the appropriate age
That's a long story, though.
of Mrs. Claus, and that's my biggest worry.
Slave.
For my final challenge, I will have to successfully complete a
God.
full Mr. and Mrs. Claus visit for a group of local children at the iconic Santa House, a holiday staple of the Midland community.
Okay, listen, you're
designed and
turning
built
this.
by Tom
You're
Valente
turning
himself.
this very
When
wrong.
Santa's here, the line's a couple hours long.
Calm it
down
down,
the street to come visit Santa.
It was just bare walls when we started it. Tom hand carved the elves. We bought all the trains from Germany. And so we wanted to make it a house that everyone felt welcome to.
Though this might only be a 5-minute interaction for me, for the kids, it could be a lifelong core memory. And so we made a few last-minute calls to fly in a special effects makeup team all the way to Michigan to make my Mrs. Claus as convincing as possible.
One little girl came up to me. She said, "Mrs. Claus, I see your brown hair out of your wig." And I'm like, oh, you have to almost do perfection.
And after 8 hours in...
That's crazy. That would have hurt me for the whole day. That would have. Oh my God, that's insane. Oh my God. Oh, dude, you got to pay attention to so much. Just the detail alone.
in the chair, it was finally time for me to meet the kids. And Tom graciously agreed to be Santa to my Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Santa,
Oh,
you
Tom.
look great, dear.
I figure we're gonna do me solo, then you come in, then each of the kids sit on your lap and tell you what they want for Christmas.
I'll roll with whatever you come up with. The
Okay.
good thing about Mrs. Claus, it could be whatever in your heart.
Anytime you're feeling frustrated, we all go through that, all of us. I want you to pick up this coin and remember the joy that you're doing, right? I'm spreading joy. And you just look at that coin and you keep going.
I want a joy coin. Oh, I want a joy coin.
Hello. Oh my goodness.
You're like, oh my God, since when is Santa Brown? Oh my God, their life has changed forever.
You're so much bigger than you were last year. Do you know who I am? I'm Mrs. Claus. Did you see Santa last year? Oh my goodness. Oh, no. No, we don't hit. Who wants to be on the nice list this year? You do? You do?
And then I just found the frog.
You found a frog. But were you nice to the frog?
I didn't smash the frog.
You didn't. That is wonderful.
Guess what? I can do a flip.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow.
Control the room, Michelle. Control the room, Michelle.
Show.
You got this.
This reminds me of the elves when we had our talent show at the North Pole. Have you ladies heard of the North Pole?
No.
It's where we have Santa's workshop to make all the toys for Christmas. Who wants a toy this Christmas?
I want like a Barbie house.
A playhouse for your dolls?
Yeah. And the puppy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, a puppy.
I'll have to talk to the elves to see what we can do. Oh, did you hear that? One of the elves, Bernard, he just whispered to me that Santa's coming right now. Raise your hand if you're excited. Oh, I think that's him. Is that Santa? Santa!
Holy peppermint sticks!
How did they make Santa look like he was literally coming from the heavens? Oh my God.
Holy peppermint sticks! Oh, Merry Christmas!
They've been so good. Aren't they so much bigger than last year?
Well, we got one that's a little shy. I used to be shy too. We're so happy to see everyone. Yeah, and it's so nice Mrs. Claus invited me in. Yeah, well, let's... Oh, here we go. We're all set. Yeah. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Would you like to hold the bells for Santa? It's a big responsibility. Can we hold these? It's a big...
I noticed that Brooklyn was a bit shy.
No, nigga, that was so fire.